Coming back home after a holiday and trip always makes me appreciate my routine. My fridge is freshly stocked with healthy food. The barbell in my gym is gleaming, beckoning me over. Except when I fire up my calendar, the next few weeks looks like someone sprayed them with a paint gun. Holiday travel, young kids, out of school, a work trip, and a handful of parties where I know there are going to be a lot of peanut M&Ms. The next 2 months might not be the best time to push my fitness to new heights. But if I'm not thoughtful, they could easily turn into a 2-month period where I lose consistency with my training and my metabolism starts to slow down. Reduced metabolism, abundance of pleasurable food, and a thrown-off routine is a recipe for holiday weight gain and feeling sluggish heading into the new year. So let's cover just two important things to focus on for the next few weeks. Number 1, you can train less, but you must train hard. The muscle you carry on your body is the key to being able to burn calories more efficiently, but you can't turn off the power and check out for a couple months and expect it to still run well. You need to keep your muscle online with training. How often, you might ask? If you miss the gym for 4 to 5 days, you're good. But more than that, things start to slow down. If you can train your full body with weights across 2 to 3 days per week, that is sufficient for maintenance. If you work sufficiently hard. How hard? Use my 2x2 rule when things get busy. Train each major area of your body at least 2 times per week and work up to an effort of 8 out of 10 for 2 sets per area. Speaking of surviving the holidays, if there was one supplement that I would recommend that you keep taking throughout your holiday season, it is protein powder. That's right, getting enough protein during the holiday season is still really important. Most of the foods that you're going to be indulging on are full of carbs and fats, which I hope you're enjoying and having a very, very merry holiday. However, get your protein in. It could be as simple as a Ninja Creamy recipe with some whey protein. It could be a protein shake. Throw it in your oatmeal in the morning. It's so delicious. I get mine from Transparent Labs. Be sure to drop down into the description below. Use my link, get a discount off this holiday season, and keep your protein up so that you can thrive throughout the year. Number 2, you should train hard, but you must train safely. Holidays are filled with added stress, and with that added stress comes physical vulnerability. Back in my competitive CrossFit days, every single holiday season, I would find myself getting injured. It was longer nights, long travel days, more sitting, overeating, poor sleep, and then heading into the gym, where I'd promptly turn up the intensity with no ability to throttle back. And surprise, surprise, a new back or knee injury came up every year. It was a vicious cycle. We must express intensity safely. There isn't a single workout during the holiday season that will keep your metabolic engine alive from Thanksgiving to New Year. It's a matter of getting in about 15 to 20 evenly spaced hard sessions. And in order to do that, you need a training plan that is focused on getting you to safely express intensity. Thankfully in Persist, we look at every part of your training as an opportunity to safely express intensity time and time again. And we build from day to day and week to week in such a way that we know you can stack a lot of great sessions on top of one another and be successful. This is how I design a workout that expresses intensity safely. We start with a perfectly crafted warm-up. Thoughtfully designed warm-ups that take you from your desk to high intensity by gradually warming up your core and getting your joints to move in a full range of motion early on. Next, time-limited strength work. On-the-clock strength work builds intensity on short rests rather than just on heavy weights that can present risk. We also use back-off peak intensity sets. This is strength work that builds you up in weight, but before we perform our peak intensity sets, we back off the weight just slightly so you can manage lower percentages that feel confident to move with great form. I'll also write interval-style conditioning. This is tough conditioning work that provides you with rest between sets so you can recover enough to keep the quality of your movement super high. And last but not least, small muscle group failure finishers. Taking small muscles like isolation lifts to failure maximizes intensity on some of the safest exercises that we prescribe. Go ahead, use these concepts in your training over the next few busy weeks, or get your program done for you in Persist. Check the description below for a full workout example of how we take all of these principles and apply them in Persist.